Welcome back, dear friends, viewers. Eighth round has been played, almost ended. We are having the following results. I ended my game in a draw against Ansat Aldiyar. Denis Mahnev drew his game against Mervet Kamalidenova. Arstanbek Urazaev drew against Alisher Suleimanov. Aditya Mittal lost against Ramazan Jalmakhanov, and we are having Vitaly Sivuk against Alexander Rahmanov. Still they are playing. Seems white is better. I'm not sure how much, but definitely white is the better side. Let's move to the women's tournament and see the results. Monguntul, Kayarbekova, they didn't really play because of health issues Monguntul had earlier. We see Elina Danilian is playing against Kaldarova. Yes, black is 3 pawns up. Maybe some small chances for white, but I don't think. Sultanbek Balabaeva game ended in a draw. Matnadze Kulon game ended in a draw, and Osmak managed to win against Kurmangalieva. Let's move to my game. I'm not sure why I'm having two open boards. Yes, e4, c5, knight f3, d6, d4, c takes d, knight takes d4, knight f6, knight c3, a6, knight b3, e6. Ansat Aldiyar, 24-50 plus player, very young, and I expected this opening and especially this line, and even move bishop e3. Recently, Polish Grandmaster Mateusz Bartel had a game against Alexei Sarana. So b5 I checked this afternoon with the modern engine. So e5, d takes c, queen f3, knight d5, long castle, bishop b7, bishop d3, and here Alexei went queen f6, queen g3. Yes, decent move, queen f6, and later on Alexei maybe got some unpleasant position. But while I was preparing, I noticed that engines are showing queen c7 as well, and knight takes d5. Here e takes d is possible option. Yes, I decided to go bishop d5, bishop e4, and here I can take bishop e4, queen e4, knight c6, if I'm not mistaken, something like this, like rook d7, queen c8, one of the lines engines are suggesting. And yes, I also noticed that engines are showing bishop knight d7 move. Yes, if bishop d5, it takes d, rook takes d5, rook c8 comes, always knight f6. Yes, my opponent played very principled chess. He takes d, bishop d5. I don't have much moves because f7 and a8 are hanging, long castle. And here I stopped my I stopped checking further. Yes, probably I did not expect very much this opening and this line. That's why I didn't check it further. Yes, I just saw that one of the moves, one of the possible options for white is bishop takes f7. I think if queen takes f7 or bishop f7, black just goes king b8. My opponent already didn't know, and before taking on d5 with the rook, he didn't know. So he played rook d1. And I went king b8. I don't think I'm having much options, because let's say if any knight f6 or knight b6, for example, knight f6, bishop b7 comes, queen b7, rook d8, and here takes bishop a6. The same happens, of course, if I move my knight to b6, and white is threatening some rook d3 ideas. So I played king b8 and rook d3. And here I played b4, not the strongest. After the game, my opponent said that he was worried about knight f6. So let's say if knight b6, then at least rook c3. I saw that knight c4, bishop takes, b takes c, and queen e2 move I saw. And yes, about knight f6. Again, rook c3. And here, of course, if you take knight d5, then rook c7, rook d5, rook c7, queen c3, b takes c, knight d5, f7 is hanging, rook d5. I always evaluated that positions unpleasant for black because of exposed king on b8. My opponent said bishop a3, and here taking with the knight. Yes, but this is, I think, king e2 is king d1 and king e2 is very strong. For example, if I go somewhere like queen d6 or queen d7, knight a5 ideas are very unpleasant. Yes, but I could go bishop b4, and of course if you take queen f7, then knight f6 comes. If you take bishop f7, again knight f6 comes, but a3. And here I saw this: if bishop e4, knight e5, rook d8, queen e4, knight f6, queen takes b4, knight takes d5, rook takes d5, rook takes d5, bishop f4, rook e5, knight c5. Yes, if you take rook c7, c5, bishop c7, white is better. King a7, knight d3, and here let's say rook c8 or f6. You go this. Let's say c3 or queen d4, king goes a8, you go c3, f6, and bishop e5, f takes knight e5, or knight e5, f takes c, bishop e5. And I thought white is being better there, but maybe this was the strongest and the best for me. Yes, I played b4, and the best I saw for my opponent is bishop c4 move. Again, if you take queen f7, just knight f6, and here at least I can take, for example, takes, and bishop d6, and black is fine. Knight a5, rook c8. Yes, I wasn't afraid of bishop f7 also. Yes, I had, I think I had even bishop c5 maybe. So yes, bishop c4, a very unpleasant move. And now I played bishop c5. If I take queen c4, then this knight a5 is very unpleasant. Queen a2, there is queen b7. If I go queen b5, if e4, then queen g3 just wins. Queen c7, bishop f4. So queen b5, knight c6, and here let's say this, knight takes d8, and queen f7. I thought this is a better position for white. Bishop c4, I played bishop c5. And here I calculated many options like knight c5, knight c5. Bishop c5, I can take queen c5 or rook takes d3. Bishop c5, knight c5, queen c5, for example, this takes. I saw that queen b6 move is there, and for example rook b3 with the ideas to go a3 or c3. I think this more or less works for black. Yes, bishop a6, the strongest, and here I went wrong by pushing e4. The strongest would have been bishop e3. Yes, and rook takes c3 position is very complicated. So I played e4, queen takes e4, rook e8, queen h4, very strong move to keep eye on b4 pawn. And here after queen h4, my opponent offered me a draw. After some time I agreed. Yes, from the distance I was planning to go bishop takes e3, f takes c, rook e3 is also very much possible. Not king a7 because of queen b4, king a6, knight c5. I wanted to go queen b6, but queen f4 is very unpleasant. So knight e5, rook d8, queen b4, rook d8, queen e5. So this, and here rook d6 is coming. Like queen e3, rook e3, knight d4. And here g5 position is very complicated, but probably in white's favor. Let's see, am I having any ducats, enough ducats to check the game? Let's see, stockfish. Yes, I think I'm having enough ducats to check the game. I think this one is fine. Yes, let's go back to rook d5 and long castle. Yes, we see here that knight d7 is possible move. So bishop d5, he takes d, rook d5, rook c8. My opponent went rook takes d5, he takes d, bishop takes d5. I played long castle, and here engines are showing. Yes, doesn't matter which move. Black is playing king b8. Yes, one of them is rook d1. I played king b8 and rook d3. And here, yes, I went wrong. Yes, bishop b4. I saw e4, bishop e4, knight e5, but rook takes, and even bishop f4. I thought white is. So knight f6 I saw, but I thought rook c3, what I'm playing. Queen c3, b takes c, bishop a3, king d2, white is better. Queen d7, I wanted to go knight a5. Bishop a8 is a possible option, but let's say this. Knight d5, if I go this, king b7, if I take, if I go rook d3, king c6, I forgot about king c6. And king c6 and game ends in a draw. Yes, this queen d7 and king b7, king c6, I did not see. Yes, here I'm in trouble. Yes, bishop c4, a3 or a3. And bishop b4 is working. Like bishop b4, a3, of course. e4, this I saw. Bishop e4, knight e5. Takes, black is fine. Takes knight f6. Takes knight d5. Rook d5, rook d5, bishop f4, rook e5. Knight c5, king a7, and knight d3. And here rook c8. Yes, I did not evaluate correctly. Yeah, it doesn't matter c3 or queen d4. Let's start with queen d4, king a8, c3, f6, and here knight takes c5, f takes c, and bishop takes c5. Black is just fine. Any possible move. I don't think black is really playing for advantage, but black is not worse. So I pushed b4, and here I completely missed this queen e2. I did not see it. Bishop f7 I saw, and bishop f7, bishop c5. And this does not really work. Bishop c4 my opponent played. Another, yes, rook c8, queen d1. After the game my opponent said I did not see rook c8. I saw queen c4, knight a5, queen b5. Yes, check is coming, king c7, takes, and queen f7 or queen a8. Yes. I played bishop c5. My opponent took bishop a6. And here I went wrong. I could just take bishop e3. Yes, let's say rook e3. Yes, for some reason I was afraid. I was afraid of getting this position. Yes, but now like knight f6, knight b6 even. Yes, e4 is a mistake. Yes, because of queen h4. Queen f3, knight e5 I saw. Queen g4 I thought knight e5 anyway. Queen d5, bishop e3 I saw, and queen h4. And bishop e3, and here my opponent offered me draw. Bishop e3, f takes c comes, and queen b6, queen f4, and this is winning. This is winning, not rook d6, bishop c4. I thought here maybe knight e5 comes, but I guess just rook takes d8. And if queen takes d8, almost any decent move. We are having some. Yes, I was in huge trouble. If my opponent wouldn't offer me a draw, I was in huge trouble. He could continue the game. After the game, he said that he wasn't sure at all what's the evaluation. Yes, e4 was inaccuracy. I could take bishop e3 and position is around equal. And of course, earlier I should have gone for bishop b4 instead of b4. Yes, at least some improvement and some more material over Bartel Sarana game. Yes. Let's see the pairings for the last round. And for the men's, we are having Rahmanov Ansat, Jalmakhanov Sivuk, Suleimanov Aditya, Kamalidenova Urazaev, and I am playing with the white pieces against Denis Makhnev. Let's move to see the pairings for women's tournament. And Kulon will play Munguntul, Balabaeva Matnadze, Kurmangalieva Sultanbek, Kaldarova Osmak, Gairbekova Danielian. Also, in the end of this video, for the first time, I want to I think today two very strong players are celebrating their birthdays. Let me check. Gabriel. Yes. Where can we see? Yes. 3rd of September 1983. Yes, Gabi turns 41. Yes, my very good friend and my the player from whom I learned a lot, and I wish all the best. And with let's say in chess and in personal life, and 3 times Olympic champion, and winner of many open and round robin tournaments, very strong player, and very good person. But I think another player, Arjun, yes, another very strong player, Arjun Erigaisi, is celebrating his birthday also, 3rd September 2003. Arjun turns 21. Yes, very good player, 4th number at the moment by classical rating. Of course, very strong player, and I wish all the best to Gabi and to Arjun in personal life and in chess life as well. Thank you dear friends, for your time, for your attention, and hope to see you very soon.